Hey YouTube, this is Alicia and I have a WWE video and this video um, I got some information this morning. I was watching a channel this morning. I hope everybody, it's a wrestling channel. It's called BC Amplified. I want to give him a holler out. That's where I get all my wrestling information from. But it prompted me to do my own video, and this video is called WWE What They Need to Change and one of the things he made on there, he's like going, he said, oh, Vince McMahon is refusing to do some changes to the WWE. And I'm going to say this, it's a lot of changes, and I have 13 things that he needs to change. So I'm going to tell you what needs to happen for the WWE to get their ratings back up. When I heard the ratings for Raw and SmackDown, I'm going, they have never pointed that. They have been like a point nine, point 10, point 11, point something, and gradually for the past few months they have dropped. Now, one of the things I'm going to mention first, so we're going to be going around and I want to say the last thing last. Okay, push other WWE superstars is a must. It's a must. WWE needs to push other superstars. You don't always have to push Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, Lacey Evans, Becky Lynch. Give the unknowns a chance. Push the unknowns, because I really feel if they push the ones that they don't push all the time, oh, like R-Truth, Apollo Crews, I would love to see every African American superstar up in there be the ones right now holding a title. It would be so cool to see all the title belts hold it. From Raw is War to SmackDown to NXT to, NXT, and I think NXT UK got a few African Americans, and 205 Live. I would love to see African Americans all the way on all of these brands. African American represents to the fullest, and they hold those title belts across the board. That's something I want to see. So I want to see other superstars who are not being pushed be pushed. That's one thing we need to see. Now let me talk. Speaking of title belts, you have all of these. I want to talk about title belts in the brand. So you got Raw, they got their own set of title belts. SmackDown got their own set of title belts. 205 Live got their one particular title belt. WWE, NXT UK have their own title belts and things. But it's one title belt that is shared on all brands, and that is the women's tag team titles. Okay, if that is so, then why you do not do that with the other two tag team titles? That means on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT and thing. Why you don't do that with that? What about Velveteen's title belt? I can't think of the name of it at the top of my head. But those are some title belts I feel that could be shared off of each brand and everything, because that works. Okay. Now, another thing is, like, some of the wrestlers who was released, I feel like they had more time and everything. I feel like bring Ty Dillinger back. Bring Ty Dillinger back. Oh Lord, I forgot. I had to go back and check, but I'll do an update video on that. But bring certain superstars that you release and bring them back, and I bet you WWE will do phenomenally well. I was very shocked that y'all did not even ask Enzo Amore to come back. But I understand your position on that one, and I'll get on that at a later date. I'm refused. So the next thing is Roman Reigns. I want to talk about Roman Reigns. As y'all know, Roman Reigns is always being pushed. Vince McMahon is only thinking, oh, Roman Reigns is the only person I can push. He thinks that's the only person he wants to push. I want to see across the board, male and female, I want to see them push more. I want to see other superstars be pushed more aside Roman Reigns and Charlotte Flair. That's all I have to put with that. Other things, well, this format, so that's that. Now, the format that they have now, that they make the last decisions and everything, I like it, but it would be, to me, it's a little chaos with that. It's a little chaos. They don't have time. Like, Shane is involved with two feuds, is involved with feuds, and I'm gonna get on that too in this. And I would love to see the GMs come back. I would love to see the general manager come back. They should have kept that in place and stuff. Get somebody who is qualified to be a GM. Somebody who is a legend. Somebody who's a big legend that everybody would respect. That's one. Okay. Push the high flying superstars more. I want to see the high flyers push more, because I don't see y'all feature all of your high flyers and thing. I know you have to feature them in the best way you can, but I'm telling you, if you featured the high flyers more, it would be great. And that's one thing about it. You got a 3-hour show, but you featuring who you want to feature, but we need to see those high flyers featured a little more. All right. Next thing is, okay. You have, like, I'm getting back on this. The brands. You have all of these brands, and I just, like, you got certain superstars on Raw, certain superstars on SmackDown, we got certain that's that. But then you have superstars on NXT and UK. As that, I mean, I don't feel like it's just a brand is a brand, but I feel like if you on Raw or SmackDown, I feel like Raw and SmackDown should share superstars, not have them as individuals. Share the superstars on both brands. That's that. Now, speaking on a NXT superstar, Velveteen. I seen Velveteen. He's pretty good. I think he could be the next Orlando Jordan. Why I say that? Okay, if you look at it very similarly, go back when Orlando Jordan was on TNA, and think of that crazy gimmick he had. But think of that little his little entrance, with the man and the woman and stuff. I mean, I'm just saying. But Velveteen's gimmick is based off of that. I can tell that Velveteen's gimmick is based off that. I'll get on that at a later date. But come on, I'm in the question of the day. Do Velveteen's gimmick remind you of Orlando Jordan's gimmick from TNA? All right. The next thing is commentators. I like it that, okay, Beth Phoenix is going to be on the NXT commentary team. Okay, so you got Renee Young on the Raw. You got Beth Phoenix on NXT. We need a female on SmackDown. Who could on SmackDown? Who could it be? I feel like when it comes to the women, you got Jacqueline. She'll be a good female commentator for SmackDown. Who else? Lita. She'll be good. But also, like I said once before, Paige. It's Molly Holly. It's a lot of people that they could go with and everything. But let me hear from y'all. If they added a female commentator to the announce team for SmackDown, who would it be? Okay. The next thing I need to talk about is WWE. Now, WWE has a good, almost not a lot, but a few handful of Hispanic wrestlers. To get to me to say this, I am kind of pleased with it, but I really want to see WWE have a good rapport with the Lucha Libre and Lucha Libre Underground, because they can bring a lot into this, and that's one thing about it. And when it comes to it, I just want to see we getting good quality wrestlers. And I actually going to say there's some wrestlers over there on Lucha Libre. I really feel like that should be over here. Like, okay, y'all probably would know Macias, Macias. I know who he really is, but I ain't gonna say. But El Mertez, y'all, let's get it. El Mertez deserves to be part of the WWE. But y'all, this is just part 1 of this video, so stay tuned for part 2, and I'll be right back after this. Don't forget to subscribe to subscribe, thumbs up this video, subscribe to this video, and comment below. Until then, bye.